Hello, my name is Tobias Hawthorne, and my research thesis focuses on Stephen J. Cannell's path to mastery in television, writing, and production. Cannell was a television writer, producer, show creator, novelist, and founder of Stephen J. Cannell Productions. He's best known for his work on such shows as Rockford Files, The A-Team, Greatest American Hero, 21 Jump Street, Wise Guy, and The Commish. I personally chose Cannell because his career represents the kind of writer I respected. Disciplined, audience-aware, focused on creating memorable characters and entertaining stories. His work shows that television writing not only is just about having ideas, it's about building story engines that audiences want to return to. And if the audience doesn't return, what are we doing here?
Concept that Green talked about was creative breakthroughs. Cannell's breakthrough was not just one show, it was a continual career pattern. The Rockford Files became one of the major detective dramas of the 70s. The A-Team became defining action-adventure show of the 80s. 21 Jump Street connected police crime drama with youth issues and launched major cultural footprint. The Television Academy identifies Cannell as one of those shows and notes his career as a creator and producer. His breakthroughs was the ability to keep creating series that audiences remembered. That is his mastery. Here you go, buddy. Another concept that Green spoke of was creative strategies. Cannell's strategy was built on discipline, preparation, and structure. He wrote constantly, prepared intently, and understood how television production worked. In a GQ interview, Cannell described his path from a struggling writer with dyslexia into a successful television producer and novelist, emphasizing his hard work and over-preparation. That matters because Cannell did not just write scripts. He built systems that helped stories get made. He created a studio that grew, employed people, supported writers, and produced culturally relevant television that spoke and created the zeitgeist. Another concept from Robert Greene's mastery that seems to connect back to Cannell for me is the creative task. Greene explains that mastery begins when a person finds that work that connects with their deeper inclinations and their purpose. Cannell's creative task was building accessible, character-driven television for broad audiences. He had a gift for creating characters with clear identities, strong voices, and repeatable dramatic situations. Jim Rockford, the team from the A-Team, the young officers from 21 Jump Street, they all had clear story functions, and they weren't just there for the sake of being there. Cannell's work shows that a writer does not have to choose between entertainment and meaning. The best version of the job is learning how to do both of them together. For comparison, I chose Alex Kurtzman because he represents a very different model of television leadership. Kurtzman is tied to a modern franchise-era production, especially through Star Trek. Paramount described his on CBS Studios deal as keeping him at the helm of Star Trek franchise and expecting his secret hideout production banner to somehow help. That makes him useful contrast to Cannell. Cannell built original shows around clear characters, strong premise, and audience trust. The Kurtzman era of Trek represents a top-down franchise model built around brand expansion, streaming content, modern messaging, and not just storytelling. Compelling characters, a reoccurring formula that you can build week after week after week.
As a creative writing student here at Full Sail University, the biggest lesson I can take from Cannell is that lived experience and discipline can become creative power. I'm a veteran of a former visual arts teacher, a storyteller. Canell's career pushes me to take those parts of my background seriously and use them to build better stories. His example shows me that writing is not only inspiration, it is production, it is revision, it is understanding the audience, it is building a strong enough premise that the story can keep moving after the first idea.
Oh, in conclusion, Stephen J. Cannell's path to mastery shows a value of persistence, discipline, audience respect, and a writer-centered production. He overcame obstacles like severe dyslexia, built a major television career, created culturally relevant shows, and developed a studio model that respected the writers that were there because they were professionals. When compared to Alex Kurtzman's franchise management approach, Canell offers the stronger lesson for me. Now, this is because his work was built on the character premise, entertainment value, and audience trust, which is a big thing. You have to listen to your audience. For my own mastery journal, Canell reminds me to write for the audience without disrespecting them, and to build on strong story engines, I would say, and to let the lessons come from the story instead of forcing the story in there for it to become some sort of lecture that nobody signed up for to come here and I fall asleep if you were given it anyway. I'm here to be entertained. Alrighty, stay awesome.